boys and girls, from me, Henry, and Nipper. Now don't forget, if you like tonight's video, press the like button, ring the bell, and press subscribe. By pressing subscribe, you'll be the first to be notified when me, Henry, brings out a new video. And remember, it costs you nothing to subscribe. Well, children, are we snuggled in? Therefore we shall begin. Tonight's story is called The Straw, the Coal, and the Bean. Once upon a time, in a village, dwelt a poor old woman who had gathered together a dish of beans and wanted to cook them. So she made a fire in the hearth, and that it might burn that bit quicker, she lighted it with a handful of straw. When she was emptying the beans into the pan, one dropped without her observing it, and it lay on the ground beside a straw. And soon afterwards, a burning coal from the fire leapt down towards them. Then the straw began to say, "Dear friends, from where hence do you come here?" The coal replied, "I fortunately sprang from the fire, and if I had not escaped by sheer force, my death would have been certain." "I should have been burnt to ashes," he said. The bean said, "I too have escaped with a whole skin, but if the old woman had got me into the pan, I should have been made into broth without any mercy like my comrades. And who would a better fate have fallen to my lot," said the straw. "The old woman had destroyed all my brethren in fire and smoke. She seized 60 of them at once and took their lives. I luckily escaped through her fingers." "But what do we do now?" said the coal. "I think," answered the bean, "that as we have so fortunately escaped death, we should keep together like good companions, and lest a new mischief should overtake us, we should go away together and repair to a foreign country." The proposition pleased the two others, and they set out on their way together. Soon, however, they came to a little brook, and as there was no bridge or footplank, they did not know how they were going to get over it. The straw hit on a good idea and said, "I will lay myself straight across, and then you can walk over me as a bridge." The straw therefore stretched himself out onto the upper bank to the other, and the coal, who was on an impetuous disposition, tripped quite boldly onto the newly built bridge. But when she'd reached the middle and heard the water rushing beneath her, she was after all afraid and stood still and ventured no further. The straw, however, began to burn and broke into 2 pieces and fell into the stream. The coal slipped after he heard the hiss when she got into the water and breathed her last. The bean, who'd been prudently stayed behind on the shore, could do nothing but burst out loud laughing at the event, but was unable to stop and laughed so heartily that she burst. It would have been all over with her likewise, if not for good fortune. A tailor was travelling in search of some work, and had he not sat down to rest by the brook, as he had a compassionate heart, he pulled out his needle and thread and sewed her back together. The bean thanked him most prettily, but as the tailor used black thread, all beans since then have a black sail. Well, children, wasn't that a small but lovely story? So nighty-night, children. Nighty-night. Nighty-night.